The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Now it's Pele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on.
Pass somewhat off target. Platini. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get it through? Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, good spread. Neymar picks it up out wide. Davids gets into some... Up he goes! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper...
Oh, he's been caught napping. He has found a way through. A lot of space ahead of him. And he's there to belt it away. Thuram producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And the counter is on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
He's having a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
Cruyff really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Maldini. Now it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Vieira. Davids showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Platini. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, that's a key interception. That has not gone well. And it's Davids. It's a promising position. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's run loose here. Cruyff. Into the channel.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
That is a brilliant interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Rafael Leao. Vieira. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Not the most convincing of passes. Bernal.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
It's a threatening ball. Davids really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Rafael Leao. Buffon did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Weghorst. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's well positioned here. Shapes to shoot! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. We're underway again.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Weghorst is onto it in a flash. Vieira. And it's Davids. Aims beyond the defence. Neymar in acres of space out. He rises! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cruyff. He's found a way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rafael Leao. And now the breakaway. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face. Yeah, but it's Eto'o!
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
He's cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Tries a shot! Davids. Platini. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. Cruyff. Weghorst. Now it's Pelé. No way through there. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Davids. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's picked out the run. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Not the most accurate pass. Cruyff. Davids gets a foot in and wins the ball. And it's Davids. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that could set him on his way. Thuram gets across to intercept that. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball.
And a chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Messi carries the ball down the right. Rafael Leao. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Pele. And he's surging through. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
There's the shot! He has done it! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Platini! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So now the difference is 3.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's Neymar.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
He's going for goal! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Weghorst, that is good alertness. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! Sticks it away! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an exact...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Neto gleefully he's had at the office. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Lam gets across to intercept that. Bell. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Can he get it through? Now it's Pullet. Now that looks a decent ball. Neymar picks it up out wide. Pullet plays it in. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I think being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Beckham with the short one. Oh, such a clever touch. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Eto'o. He's found a way through. Well, now. Oh, shooting chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Not the most accurate pass. Neymar could try cutting inside here. And this is shapes to shoot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pull it. And this is Eto'o. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Rodri, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. That's an excellent interception. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Neymar. Maldini. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He rises! Played out to the right. Beckham. Terrific header! Chiellini gets it clear. Some resolute defending there. Now it's Neymar. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's a key interception. Nesta gets over and intercepts. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Owen. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Aims beyond the defence. Pass is just off target. Bastoni.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Kaká. Now it's Bale. Vieira gets rid without sophistication. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has not gone well. That's a... And Hullet! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Eto'o. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that pass isn't the best. Davids knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. Rodri. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Well-timed, excellent interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Batuski tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That has been cut short.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Bale. Foot in. Davids. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Nesta makes the interception. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely worked. Batistuta! He has done it! And the comeback is complete!
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And back out it comes. Neymar. He's gone for goal. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Neymar. Maldini. Now he's off and running. That is a great pick out.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that has been clubbed away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Davids, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good alertness. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cross to the back post. That's a decent clearance.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's there to retrieve it. Kaká. He's shifting through the gears here. Bullish header! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 4.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's Luis Suarez! And he's heaved it away. Nesta. Threads one. Luis Suarez! And that has fair fizzed. Barcelona have their second corner now. Ronaldinho plays it short. Cross needs to be good. Roberto Carlos gets it away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking for options for movement.
3 minutos de acréscimo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is out of play. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, what has happened here? That's at the end. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Tries a shot! Oh, great save by Dida.
Played out to the right.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
It's not a defender at all, is he? Oh, what has happened here? Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Bale. And he's picked out the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cleared away. And that's gone loose. Takes the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mateus. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pass somewhat off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi hurtling down that right flank. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great ball, and he's in here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bullet. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Griezmann, tries to pass it through. And Batistuta! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected.
Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. In he goes again! And he's managed to get rid. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, it's not getting there. Messi. Cafu. Messi. Throw it. And that's definitely not his best. That's gone for a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. Pull it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Distributed tidily. Batistuta, well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the ball is out of play. Chooses to go cross-field. And it's Kagawa. And this is Batistuta. Davids. Pullet has created one goal already. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Batistuta! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Here's the whistle then to start the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Pull it. Nicely weighted ball. Always onto this. And he's away. He's had a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Barcelona take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got full. Now, who's going to be first to this? Danger averted for now. Mateus.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated? Eto'o really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. And a chance! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just wait.
Bill! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Kagawa. And he's gone searching crossfield. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Griezmann. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. And he scores! Back in business! Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Nesta. It's a sharp pass. Now it's Hullet. And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Griezmann.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. And they can counter here. Cafu. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Batistuta. Hullet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Cannavaro kept aware. And Hullet! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 18.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
El dorsal 20. Luis Suárez. El dorsal 21.
Delivery from Mbappe.
Lam. Cambio de jugadores.
And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cruyff. Neymar. He's cut it out. Griezmann. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Looking for options for movement. And this is Cruyff. Shot goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to get free. Just too much on that. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Desperate defending required here. Mbappe! meet it right.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Baresi calmly anticipates. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Batistuta. He's Batistuta! He's got a goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
But added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect
Oh, he's been caught napping! Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Out to the left it goes, and that's been... And can he finish it? Masuaku with the short one. Ball driven towards... Big header! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Chiellini. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, no joy this time. Pull it. Distributed tidily. And it's Nedved. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Neymar, and he whips it in. Roberto Carlos. Pull it. Neymar picks it up out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Mbemba. And Katompa Mvumpa. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Oh, good spread. And it's Mbemba. Over to the left. Masuaku has it out wide and in space. Defending of the desperate variety. Koundé is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pelé. Messi. It's Roberto Carlos. That's been cut out, well played. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koundé calmly anticipates. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Messi. Barcelona have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. They've played it short. Great skill, that's nice. The cross. Shot, surely! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Masuaku. Nedved does really well there, strong defending, and they can counter here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, Peter, there's only one team in it. They might not have made the most of their chances so far, but I see no signs of frustration creeping in. Maybe a bit of fine-tuning during the break, and they should get their reward in the second half.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He can run onto that. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Decent chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Masuaku. And it's Masuaku. Nicely spread. Out to the right. Hoisted in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's a throw. Looking to go deep. Koundé can get it clear. Chiellini. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a good ball out wide. Gets into some space. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Bullet. Messi, played back. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Katompa Mvumpa. Nedved. Good running, strong and purposeful. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Pelé, and he's worked it through. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it into space. And shot! It's there! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pele. Into the last 5 minutes. Can he get it through? He's onside. Crossed in again. Could have here their final chance. And it's been taken short. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Democratic Republic of Congo really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And time is up. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Neymar picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Barcelona decisively doing what they needed to. I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't a fair fight to start with, so if they played to their strengths, there was always going to be one winner.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.